Hello everyone, welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. We are continuing with our discussion of the fingernails. I hope you've digested the last two videos, and this is the third one on the same topic. Today we're covering the fingernail shapes. They're all shapes. Sometimes shapes are combined with other shapes. In other words, on one hand, you look at one finger, maybe your index finger, and then you take a look at the Saturn finger, your middle finger, and you find that it's totally different. So that's common. If you have that, you don't all match the shapes, all your fingers. And you might find the difference in the left hand with the right hand. Or, as I said before, on one hand, you might find differences. So just be aware of that. So we get started. I'll try to keep it within the time limit. I always consider 10 minutes long enough. But anyway, let's look at the front sheet. And you'll notice it says right here, nail shapes. To understand this more fully, look at the fingers on which they appear and link the nail with the area ruled by the finger. We touched on that before. So if you're looking at a finger, let's say it's one shape, and you notice on the other fingers, it's a different shape. Then stick with that finger and determine what that finger indicates, whether you're looking at a nail or not. All fingers have a category. Okay, I hope that's clear. Watch out for the shape of the nail having been manicured. Very important. Only look at the area covering the nail. The significance of the different nail shapes appear next. So we'll get into it when we get here. So let's remove this. You'll find your answers over on this sheet. I hope you can read it. If not, I'll be going over it as we follow each one. Now, here we have one type shape here. This is called the narrow shape. Narrow. You can tell if it's narrow compared to something that might look a little similar. There is plenty of flesh on either side of the nail. Okay? Now that one is called the narrow, and sometimes referred to as the fan-shaped nail. These two types reveal single-mindedness, but approaches often to assess matters and people in a narrow-minded and conservative fashion. We may not be willing to take on board new ideas of situations. At worst, we can pigeonhole people from past observations or prejudice in one fell swoop. So those are the characteristics. We're not into the medical significance as we were with the last two videos. We're just talking about characteristics of the finger shape. Okay, so that's narrow. Let's leave narrow and go on to the next one, which is broad. This is what broad looks like. You notice it comes deep down. Not much flesh on either side, but let's look at one. I have another one for you, and you'll notice, okay, you can see that clearer. It goes deep down. Then it comes well up. That's called broad nails. Broad nails show broad-mindedness and openness to new experiences. We try to assess ideas and people fairly. When making assessments, we leave the door open for change, improvement, and our own fallibility. So this is an interesting one. It's a very flexible type that is very open to new ideas. Okay, just a reminder. That's it on that side. Let's go on to our next one, which is called the square nail. Okay, and this is what it looks like. Let's check the next page and see. Square. This is just a little diagram on it. Square. Okay? orderly approach to ideas and people. Okay? We consider matters carefully if you have this type of nail, in a methodical manner. At worst, we forget to allow for differences and accepts to the rule and allow dogmaticism into our assessments. Well, that's how we are if you have that. You don't leave the door open for change. That's how it is. Okay? Let's go on to the next one called short nails. All right. Short nails. These show that we are quick judges of people and situations, but we can lack patience and tire easily of those who don't live up to our expectations or conform to our rigid moral standards. At worst, we can jump to conclusions, enjoy playing devil's advocate, or use strong criticism to tear apart new ideas. Are you looking at your nails? Do you have short nails? Do any of your fingers have it? Check the left hand too, as well as the right hand. Okay? Quick judgment of people and situations. Well, that's how that is. Let's go on to our next one. Almond shape. And that's the diagram. You'll notice with it, look at this one. There's almost like a V. We don't see the top of this, but it's looping. You can certainly tell the difference with some of the others because the base is straight across. All right? So let's see what the almond-shaped nails represents. Almond-shaped nails point to an insular approach to new matters, sometimes basing assessments on our own limited and often materialistic frame of reference. Our analytical abilities need to be sharpened, and we would benefit from a greater sense of discernment. That's interesting. Okay, just as a review, that's almond. This is short. This is square. This is broad. And finally, where we started, this is narrow. Okay? Well, I hope you found this interesting. I have a little more to say about it, but we'll have to save that for next week. And we're going to be doing a different topic too. Well, if you liked it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Welcome to all the new subscribers. You found us at last. Thank you. And thanks for watching. Love yourself. Love and light. Bye.